Good morning, Floatia! So, we're back here. It's next morning in our new big city of Floatia, and we're going to go and see the builder. And here is Vmon. Now, you may remember, Vmon couldn't really do much when Floatia was small, but what can he do now that it's big? Well, he can help us upgrade certain buildings. This is great. And you bet your bottom dollar, as soon as I'm able to upgrade that training hall, I'm going to do just that, because it does exactly that. Improves the functions of training gear, which makes training much easier. The field is also a very good thing, because it increases the number of fields that you have, so you can harvest more meat, or you can harvest different things. I plan to harvest different things, but you can use this as you want. The only thing we need is Digi-Acid. I know where I can get Digi-Acid, so I'm probably going to get that off screen. You can pretty much get Digi-Acid where Power Plant 2 is, around the back of Power Plant 2. There's a little water material spot that you can get off of, and you can normally get acid from there. That's my best place to get it. Of course, we can upgrade the item shop, increases the item types you can buy, which is very, very good. The hospital, treatment costs will be cheaper, and also increases the medicine you can buy, which is great. And the restaurant increases the dishes you can cook. I haven't necessarily used the restaurant, but I may have to do that at some point. Digimon's house improves things you can receive from the residents a little bit. This is very good to get, because as soon as you get this, you get better items and predominantly more items from people whenever you go speak to Greymon and get your daily bits, which is great. Upgrading the square, it just decorates the square depending on the time of year, which is really nice. This actually does have a development a little bit later in the future, but we'll get to that when we come to it. The warehouse increases the item types you can store. Very simple, very straightforward, very easy to level up this early on. I might just do it. But we also have the sender that we can level up, which increases the places you can send and makes sending cheaper. I like this, and most likely this will be my first thing I put money into. And lastly, you can upgrade the builder himself, which increases the motivation of employees. Which doesn't do a good enough job of explaining it, but basically, you upgrade the builder itself, the builder will be able to build things faster. It's as simple as that. So I'm going to upgrade the sender, because I will be using the sender quite a bit in the future, now that we have Floatia as it is. However, for now, I'm not going to use it. Instead, we're going to go out into the plains. Now, you may remember that from, I believe it was last episode, maybe the episode before, we talked to Botamon, who gave us some hints of other Digis that are nearby. Oh no. Oh, very sorry. I have to go back to the city for a moment. I completely forgot to dump my stuff. But yes, you may remember there's a wad of Digimon that we can go out to recruit, that Botamon was talking about earlier. We're going to go out there and we're going to see what we can do before taking on Big Bad or Big Threat that is looming across that village from earlier. So I'm just going to store all of this stuff that I picked up either off stream or during the last one in between bits. There we go, that clears things up a bit. However, I will, now that I think about it, need from Patamon stuff to withdraw, so I need to actually pick the right one. That would help. There we go. Let me organise that first. So what I need from him, I believe I need a Digifry, a Digicushion, a Digikoi, and a Digicarp. Now, you might not need one of all of these. You may only need, I think you only need 3 of them. But I always bring one of all of them just in case, because we are effectively going to recruit Renamon onto our side. Now, if you don't remember where Renamon is, Renamon can be found in the section just before the Mod Cape, which is basically as far into Night Plains as you can get before you get to Mod Cape. So I'm going to travel all the way down there. If anything develops from here to there, I'll be sure to splice it in. If not, well, I'll see you when we meet up with Renamon. And here we are, the cave entrance. Now, you may remember from earlier, we spoke to this Renamon here. Well, let's talk to her again, because every time you come over here, always speak to this Renamon, because you'll get a different bonus about talking about certain flowers. So today, our partner's happiness increase and their fatigue decrease a little bit, which is quite nice, because we go into a couple of battles on our way over here. Now, of course, there is still a character on top of this mound over here, and you know what? Let's just go over and investigate. It's awesome, but we're not going to be interacting with these guys just yet. Basically, these guys have some pretty hefty requirements, and especially for their second request. Their first request isn't too bad, because effectively their first request is, do you have this many mushrooms? And if you do, great. If you don't, not so great. Their next request is a little bit more hefty, because it requires for you to have like the best healing items known to mankind, which you will not have access to until quite a bit. So I'm going to hold out on that until later on. In the meantime, I'm going to go fight some Digimon just for the sake of. Just to show you guys the amount of OP we're getting. My god! It's amazing. Absolutely. Let's look at that. Greymon is pretty much able to hit his super almost once every battle at this rate, which is just great. Unless we outright kill him, which we're not going to, and I think this is the second time I'm ever going to show this on screen. But here we go! Look at Kamatomon! Horn Buster! Oh, I love it. Look at that. And we get 2 recovery discs out of the deal. Brilliant. That was perfect, really. Couldn't ask for anything more. Get Digistore from the deal. There's another Demi-Dev, but guess what? Haha, it's Renamon. Oh, Lord Tallk. I was almost ready to serve you the ultimate dish. Yeah, I was gonna say, what's wrong? Oh, I didn't expect to see a human here. What a rare sight. No, perhaps this is fate. I have a request to ask of you, noble human. My name is Renamon. I was Lord Talmon's chef. Oh. I was to cook a meal that would make Lord Talmon's tongue sing. I thought up a recipe and sought out ingredients. But then Lord Talmon went off somewhere. Still, I refused to give up. This, the ultimate dish I put my all into. I want my lord to taste it. That's when it hit me. If I threw a banquet here, my lord would surely appear. So I resumed my research for ingredients, but one still eludes me, I'm afraid. The ingredient I still need is called a Digicarp. You're the only one I can ask. Please, do something to help this poor servant. Well, help you I shall. Truly? You have my thanks, kind human. Well then, please catch a Digicarp. I'll leave the matter in your care. It needs to be fresh, so please, do hurry back with it. And I believe I do have one on my person, but of course, what has to take priority? This battle with this Digimon after he saw his friends get absolutely massacred. So why don't we just help him out? Go on, Greymon, give him a nice big kiss. Ooh, give him a nice big kiss. Great stuff. And we get another recovery disc out of the deal, so that's 3 for 3. I'm happy with that. But I believe we have a carp on us, so, Renamon, is this good enough? Here, I brought you a Digicarp. Oh my, you bought it! Oh, kind human, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I handed over Digicarp. Yes, now I can make the ultimate dish. Lord Talmon will surely be pleased. If I hurry, I can hold my banquet tonight. And Renamon joined the city. And as you can imagine, Renamon joins Meramon at the restaurant. Yay! More cooking! And that's effectively the only thing we're going to be doing here. We could head into Mod Cape, but the Digimon that you can get at Mod Cape probably won't even want to come at this point. And on top of that, the Digimon over there, pretty freaking strong, so you want to be careful. Now, these red Vegemons, as I was coming into this area, I took on one at a time. Let's see how we do when we take them both on at once. Because as you may remember, these guys can be absolute dicks if you're not careful. But look at this, we are doing exceptionally well. Especially Greymon, who has just obtained his finisher, which we're totally going to use. Let's whip it out. You see what I'm saying here? That OP booster is just making things uber great. Now we get another Horn Buster out of the deal. It's going to come in and enter the and deal the damage to that red Digimon. And now we get to see Warusidramon's ultimate attack. Evil Icicle! Which is basically head beam. But we like it. Ginseng and an Obscure Onion. A solid win. Well done, Digis. Well done. Great stuff. Now, with that done, the majority of the other Digimon we can get at this moment in time are mostly centered around the Agrena Highlands. Sorry, the Agrena Wastelands. I keep calling it the Highlands, and I don't know why. I think it's because it sounds like something else that I've heard from another game like ages ago. But Agrena Wastelands will most likely be the next place to go. But of course, Agrena Wastelands is on the other side of the desert, and what's happening in the desert right now? There's an anomaly, and it's an anomaly that's gonna hit you in the face really, really hard. So we're gonna head over to that desert and see what is going to be going down. Now, this may be a bit risky for me, because my Digis have been in battles, they're not fully recovered, they may get their asses beat, but I'm confident in their abilities. I'm confident that we'll be able to bring the fight and make things right. So I will see you guys in the desert, next to that village, and we will find out what's going on and help Kota defend it from evil! Oh look! Coming through the desert, and look who's here! It's Greymon! Hey, you there! Got a second? What's up? As you can see, I've got a cough. Oh, it just won't go away, and I feel weak. Oh, it's a bad cough. This illness comes from a lack of flame energy in my body. I can't shoot a mega flame either. Medicine won't work. I need to change my flame energy. I need you to get me a magma lasagna. I don't have the strength to get it myself. I won't last long like this, so please. Okay, dude, no worries. I'll get it, no problem. Oh, really? You'll do that for me? Oh, I owe you one. Magma lasagnas are clumps of volcanic energy. There should be some around Logic Volcano. So yes, Greymon needs our help. And you know what? As much as I want to help Kota, and as much as I want to go to that village and save the day, Greymon takes priority. Because this mission is actually a very good one to do and get over with as soon as you can. Main reason being that Greymon ends up giving you some amazing capabilities for your city. And it is coming into nighttime, but we should be fine. Now, as you see there's a big Renamon. There's a pretty big Renamon. Now, I'm scared of said big Renamon, because last time I went against big Renamon that was in this area, I got my ass handed to me, and I don't want that happening again. And this is just for the sake of clearing it. Yeah, somewhere in Logic Volcano, let's go and get it. So yeah, if you see a big Digimon, yes, that does mean you're going to get some big XP if you beat it, which is awesome. The downside, however, is that you need to be extremely careful, because these big boys are very powerful, and on top of that have some very powerful AoE moves, and well, you just need to be careful for it. However, and this is a plus side, or another plus side of taking on the big boys, if you take on those big guys, not just so they drop relatively good XP and good parameter boosts, on top of all that... Oh, I got another Digimon, did I? Oh yeah, from Renamon. So, we did that. The other thing is that if you beat them, you also have a chance of gaining buff moves. Buff moves are very, very good. Like, never say that a buff move is bad. And what do I mean by buff move? I mean a move that literally does, as I said, it buffs you. Now there is one buff move for every attack variant in the game. The ones I have been able to get during my time playing the game have been incredible, such as being able to increase your defense, being able to increase your offense, things along those lines. And pretty much think of it the same way as that, just for all of them. So some may rank up your stamina, raise your stamina, during battle. Some may raise your wisdom during battle. Some may raise your strength. All those different parameters have an individual one linked to something else. Now we found it, but obviously I don't have enough items, so I'm going to have to clear something out. This baby strawberry will have to go. I'm sorry, strawberry. I know you're a baby, but this is kind of important. I need to save Greymon. I mean, I know how bad it is when you have a really annoying cough. Like, it's that season again as well, and this is a fun fact for anyone out there that doesn't maybe know this. But outside of doing the YouTube stuff, I have a job at my local doctor's surgery as a receptionist. Well, technically our job title is a patient support team member. And that just basically means that you're in support of patients, you're there to help them out. Because it's not just about, oh, you're here for an appointment, I'll book you in, there you go take your seat. It's not about that whatsoever, and no, you're not collecting coffee all the time either. That's a big misconception. It's actually much more important, because you're dealing with patients that are ill, and there can be different degrees of varying illness. Some may only have a cough for the past few days, and they're worried because they have asthma, and their asthma might be playing up, so they want to keep it in check. But there are some cases where people will come in and they will have situations like, let's say, they don't know whether their finger's been broken or not because they've slammed it into a door, or they've been in a car accident and they just need to be genuinely checked over. Because it's not like they have anything seriously wrong with them, but they still need to get checked over in case something may not seem quite right. So that's what we're there for. It's a minor illness. Like, we have a walk-in centre at the surgery that's all there for minor illnesses. And yeah, I'm very happy to be a part of that team. And you see coughs all the time, but it's that season again where people are coughing and they cough all over you and they make it just... So, if you see me working, don't cough on me. Just please. I'm being nice when I say that. But here's Greymon. I've got your medicine. Let's help you out. Oh, that's it. You got me magma lozenge. I don't even know how you say it. Lozenge? Lozenge? Is that how you say it? I'm going to say it. I'm going to say that yes, that is. This should do the trick. Better take it now. Oh. Whoa! My body's brimming over with flame energy. Great! I'm all better now. Now I can shoot all the mega flames I want. Wow, you really saved my bacon. I have to do something to thank you. I have a special talent, you know. I'll unleash it in the city. I hope it's not a giant mega flame that's going to burn all the city down. Especially since we brought it all together. But yes, Greymon's now back to the city. And that's awesome. And I'm immediately going back to the city. Why? Because Greymon possibly gives you one of the best items. Well, it's not even an item. I'd say like one of the best abilities or one of the best things that you can use in the game. And this will open us... This will open up a chance for us to get something really badass. So I'm just going to do a quick cut here, and I'll see you in File City. And we'll, well, obviously after we've spoken to Digimon saying, oh, Greymon's back to the city and he's doing a thing. And we'll see what happens next.